of Toronto community housing. And we talk about young people in this community and the amount of violence and the amount of crime there is in Toronto community housing. Remember Danzig, remember Cheyenne Charles, remember Joshua Yassi. These were individuals who were gunned down in Toronto community housing complex. This is the garbage disposal of Toronto community housing. This is where the children play. You will see later on a large amount of children that will enter this complex. This morning I was here at 8 a.m. 8 a.m. I was here. This garbage was here at 8 a.m. this morning. This nail has been sticking out of this since I've been here for 2 years. This is the Toronto Community Housing Complex. This is our Toronto. In a community that's so prone with violence, loose bricks hanging around. There it is. Look at that. And you put a brick to cover steel that exposed. What if someone pick up the brick and a young child's walking across? Then what will happen to that child? Take a look at it. This morning that broken glass was there. A car pulls in here, that glass shatters, and someone is losing their eyes. We pay for maintenance in Toronto Community Housing Complex. Is this not the general area that is used? And then there's Esther Plunkett being evicted because one of her sons is accused of criminal act. So the community says, let's give this young man an opportunity. We know him. We know what his needs are. Let's give him the help. Toronto Community Housing says, if your children are accused of a crime, we're going to kick you out. Toronto's next mayor, Kevin Clark, says, you know something? I understand the children in this complex committing crime, because if I was a young individual growing up in the city of Toronto, I will do whatever it takes so I do not have to live in these types of conditions. Where is the responsible party? Does not Toronto Community Housing have a responsibility to these people to see that their health and their safety are maintained? Take a look at this. This is how Toronto Community Housing treats the people in the complex of Birchmount and Finch. And then they say, evict Esther Plunkett and her children because one of her sons is accused of a criminal act. I ask you the question. No, transfer Esther Plunkett and her children, because children should not be brought up in this mess. Worse than a mess. God is with us. I'm Kevin Clark, your next mayor. Says it's time to fix Toronto Community Housing.